At this time, we're going to move into a Q&A. So feel free to ask a question, and we'll direct it to the right spokesperson.
Who first noticed the plume of smoke or the fire this morning?
The first 911 calls came from an area near the Dillon Amphitheater. They called in as a small gray column of smoke, and then about a minute later, another report that it has doubled in size in 1 minute.
Do you know where this started?
Approximately between the Mesa Cortina trailhead and the Buffalo Mountain trailheads, right at the top of both subdivisions near the wilderness boundary, but it did start in Forest Service land. As for cause, it's under investigation, but it's been obvious there's been no lightning here in many, many weeks, if not all this season.
Can you kind of describe what kind of terrain that is in between those trails?
Yes, I go running back there all the time. It's further up above the fire. It's an area we call jackstraw, with trees just piled on top of each other. It makes for a very dangerous situation for the firefighters, and they're going to have to be careful. We did not go direct attack on the fire. What that means is putting firefighters right at risk. We chose where we would fight the fire and protected the condos as the primary threat. So we chose where to fight the fire. We did not go direct on this fire due to safety reasons.
Is there camping in that area, either legal or illegal?
I'll let the ranger talk about that.
Is there a ban? Fire ban?
The question again was, is there fire camping
either,
in that area?
legal or illegal camping in that area?
There is legal camping in the area, in the Eagle's Nest Wilderness, yes.
Can you get more specific about the mitigation efforts and how specifically they helped in this fire to preserve homes?
So you're speaking of the mitigation work we did around the wilderness
That you touched on, yeah.
Yeah, so approximately 350 acres we've cut, mitigated since 2007. So it gives our firefighters an area to engage the fire from in a safe spot. Otherwise, we would have to go real indirect in our tactics and not put firefighters in harm's way. So in a sense, it's given us some breathing room to engage this fire, but it's also created some space between the forest and the homes. So that's been effective in not having the fire coming right up to the doorstep of these homes. So it's been effective in those different ways.
The fact that you're dealing with the fire down in the southwestern part of the state, does that play a role in getting the aerial support this quickly? Were they in the area, I guess, or in the state?
You know, as activity ramps up, you know, the federal resources ramp up. In Grand Junction, we're as prepared as we always are, I guess. You know, we do have some competition for resources, but it's not real severe. There's another fire just over the Colorado-Wyoming line that started as well, and there's air tankers and structures fed there as well, and we're easily able to staff all these fires, emerging fires. So, you know, as the season ramps up, we ramp up. That's just how we go.
What resources are being offered to the individuals who've been displaced by the fire or evacuated?
Leave that to the sheriff, I guess. Evacuation, what resources have been offered to the folks that
What was your question again?
What resources are being made available to the individuals who've been evacuated because of the fire?
So the individuals that were evacuated earlier were told to come down here to the Silver Thorn Recreation Center, but currently the Frisco Elementary School is being prepared to open up as a shelter tonight at 8.
Is there a community meeting later on this evening?
There is. There's going to be one community meeting at 6 o'clock tonight at the Town Council Chambers at Silver Thorn Town Hall.
Sheriff, outside of the notifications that were sent to the addresses, like, did you have deputies going door to door or anything like that?
We did have deputies going door to door. In fact, we still have deputies up there in both subdivisions, Mesa Cortina and Wilderness, going door to door.
Are they finding people who aren't willing to leave?
I don't have that information right now.
In the backdrop, you're about ready to see what we call a VLAT do a drop. That's a very large air tanker. It's one of the largest aircraft we use to fight the fires. The plane in front of it's what we call a lead plane. They guide the big aircraft in. They're very effective on fires. They can dump their whole load all at once, or they can use several doors and spread out their load a little bit. But it's quite a sight. We're lucky to get these air assets here right away. So that's going to be going on right behind us.
When is the estimated time for residents to go back home?
Currently, there is no estimated time. We've got to watch the fire and the activity and what it's going to do. We'll watch it tonight. We'll watch it over the next day or so. And so currently, there is no time frame when people will be allowed back in. But it's really important that as we do these evacuations and people do get these notices, that people follow the orders of law enforcement and evacuate when you're asked to evacuate.
One more question. What actions are being taken for monitoring homes so actors may not initiate fires on this side of the defensible area?
So there's fire and law resources up there, boots on the ground, people that are monitoring that in real time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you again for being here. Just a reminder, again, we have a 6 p.m. public meeting at the Silverthorne Council Chambers that's located at 601 Center Circle. And we'll be in touch. Thanks.